I don't know about you, but I don't know of or have ever met a single person that is so knock-kneed as to genuinely feel harassed, alarmed and distressed by the utterance of a single curse word. This isn't helped by Section 5 being drafted in such a way that the police can blame an unidentified and uncomplaining public as the ones who actually cower in terror at the sound of profanity. Maybe it's because legislators are so divorced from reality, they don't realise that swearing is common discourse in the real world. Not even judges, who are nearly always the product of the upper class, seem to believe that swearing in a public place automatically results in the alarm and distress of others. Take this case as the leading authority on the matter. In this delightful tale, Harvey was an East End teenager who was searched by a PC Chalice. Chalice suspected that Harvey may have been in possession of cannabis. When asked if he was carrying the drug, Harvey responded with, "Fuck this man, I ain't been smoking nothing." PC Chalice almost fainted in shock at hearing the curse word. He told Harvey that if he continued to swear, he'd be arrested for a public order offence. And Chalice soldiered on with an unlawful search that typically yielded nothing. "Told you won't find fuck all," said Harvey. The officer gave him a final warning. He asked Harvey if he had a middle name, to which the reply came, "No, I've already fucking told you so." Chalice then arrested Harvey for a public order offence. He was prosecuted and convicted in the magistrates' court, but the conviction was overturned on appeal at the High Court. The presiding judge confessed that in preparing for his judgment, he'd searched the LexisNexis legal database for every instance of the word fuck and had come up with a staggering 2,124 different cases. The purpose of the search being to prove just how commonplace harsh language was. Perhaps he should have considered waiting 10 minutes for a Northern Line train at rush hour to prove that point more efficiently. The judge went on to say, a number of cases established that expletives such as fuck or fucking are potentially abusive words, whether the addressee is a police officer or a member of the public. But Parliament has not made it an offence to swear in public as such. This is particularly so in the case of police officers, because they hear such words all too frequently as part of their job. This is not to say that such words are incapable of causing police officers to experience alarm, distress or harassment. Yeah, right. It depends, as the court says, on the facts, but it is wrong to infer that a group of young people who were in the vicinity would obviously have experienced alarm or distress at hearing these rather commonplace swear words. Section 5 is outdated and in dire need of being replaced and repealed. As well as colliding with free speech, it drifts so far into the realm of petty offences as not being worth the resources to prosecute. But Harvey, like most case law, is just pissing in the wind. The police never have and never will show the remotest interest in case law. They're incapable of understanding even the simplest of laws they enforce, let alone taking into consideration the nuances of case law. Not that it matters, because the police take personal affront to anyone who swears at them, not in the interest of protecting the sensitivities of others, but because they regard swearing as a lack of respect and diminishing the authority they so desperately crave.
Get you in a safe position, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Come and stand in a safe position.
You obviously know a lot about safety, don't you?
Safety?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the manner of your driving.
The manner of my driving?
Yes.
Okay then, sir. What's lane 3 on a 3-lane carriageway like this used for?
It's just a question on the highway code. Your
So
conduct.
there's nobody else, and you're in lane 3. Why were you in lane 3?
There were other people there, so I was
There
overtaken.
wasn't anybody in lane 1 and lane 2?
No.
You weren't overtaking anyone? So why were you in lane 3?
Because I was.
What I am going to tell you is I am investigating an offence. So for that reason, I have to tell you, you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something you relate to law in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. Do you understand what that means?
I do, yes.
Thank you very much. So firstly, as I've said to you, I observed you. There was no one in lane 1 and 2, and then there was no reason for you to be in lane 3.
Can you prove that?
Okay, sir.
Can you prove it?
I'm a police officer.
I don't care what you are. Do you have an onboard camera?
I'm a police
Is there a
officer.
camera on board your vehicle?
I'm a police officer, okay? So what I do is I witness an offence, I document that offence, and if I decide to send you to court, then what happens is we go to court and we would argue
Then we'll
about
do
it
that
in
then.
court. Okay?
Yes,
Let
there
me
was
finish,
a vehicle in lane
please.
2 and I was
There
overtaking
wasn't.
the vehicle.
Now, can I
I
please
beg to
finish?
differ.
Can I please finish?
Finish.
Okay. There was no reason for you to be in lane 3. Okay? So yes, I did try and encourage you out of the way by coming up behind you and trying to encourage you into lane 2.
How did you do that? How did you try and encourage me?
You know how I did it.
Well,
'cause
no,
you were
spell
there,
it
sir.
out. Spell it out.
Was I tailgating you?
Yes, you were
I
tailgating
don't
me.
think I was.
Yes, you were.
What did you do?
You were so close to me, I could not see the front
What
of your car.
did you do?
I dabbed my brake.
You dabbed your brakes. Thank you very
Dabbed my
much.
brake,
Make sure
yeah.
you keep that recording.
Yes, I dabbed my
so
brake.
you brake
So the
checked
brake light.
a vehicle
brake light came
behind
on.
you because you weren't happy with the fact they were that close.
I dabbed my brake
Would you
without
say
slowing
that
down.
is a dangerous
No,
manoeuvre?
it wasn't, because I did not slow it down. I did not force you to
I'm just getting
What are you going to show me now? Pardon? I'm recording it. I'll
You
give you
can
a copy of the
record all you
recording.
like. I need to write something down.
Go on then, write
I
it.
need a bit of paper.
Go on then. Did you have to take any evasive action? Did you have to brake because of my actions?
Sir, do you not think that it is slightly dangerous that when
No, I
there is a
don't.
car that close to you from behind, you dabbing your brakes?
Answer the fucking
is not-
question.
If you swear again, sir.
Did you have to slow
Listen
down?
carefully to what I'm
Did you
gonna
have to
say
take
to
any
you.
evasive action?
Listen carefully to what I'm going to
Go
say
on,
to you.
say it.
Okay? I am quite happy to stand here and have a civil conversation with you.
Well, so am I.
Listen to what I'm saying, please.
I'm
At the
listening,
end
but
of
don't
the
treat
day,
me like an idiot.
I'm not.
You are.
Don't talk to me
I will
in
talk
that
to
manner.
you. I'll talk to you in exactly
not
the same
swear
way.
at
What are you
me.
going to do? What are you going to do about it?
There are other people around
no,
us,
no one
other
can hear
people
you.
that can hear
No,
us.
it's not sexual
So I'm
public
asking-
order
it
Act.
is.
No, it
That's what
bloody
you
well
don't-
it isn't. No, it isn't.
If you're causing
No, it
harassment,
isn't.
alarm and distress
To
to
who?
anybody else,
To who? You're a
what if
police
there's
officer.
a child in that
Does it-
car going past.
Is there a child? Let's have a look. Is there a child?
There's a child in that car up
Hey,
there when it
if
went past.
my grandmother had testicles, she'd be
Sir,
the
have a word for
grandfather.
yourself, will you? Grow
No,
up.
you
Grow
grow
up.
up. You grow up. You're an absolute tit. You behave like one. You behave like a fucking bully, and you know it.
Right.
You know you behave like a
Calm
bully.
your
No,
language down.
you calm yourself down.
How have I acted like a bully?
By the way, by your
By having
actions,
a civil
tailgating me,
conversation
and then
with a
putting
gentleman
alongside me
at
and
the
having a
side
go at me. You're not
So
being
listen,
civil. You're being a
I'm
bully.
asking you a nice question.
No, you are being
Listen,
a bully.
who is?
You are being a bully.
Why?
You know exactly why
Explain
you're
to me
bullying,
why.
because you are harassing me.
How am I harassing you?
You're using your position to try and intimidate me and threatening to stick me off a
Who's-
drive without due accreditation.
who's trying to intimidate you?
And you bloody lie. You
Sir,
find it funny.
Honestly,
What do you find funny about
honestly,
it?
Honestly, I think you
But
just
look,
need
no,
to calm
mate,
down
no,
a little
I'm
bit.
fine. All I say,
If
put
this
your
is what you're
mate,
like, having
no,
a conversation
I'm like
with
that.
anybody at the side of the road, I honestly,
No, I'm
I
like
feel
that. I'm
pity for
like
people
that.
around you.
I'm like that when I'm faced with police officers abusing their position
How am I
and being
abusing it?
bullies. You abusing
I'm
your
a police
position.
officer. I'm in a marked
And
police. I'm in an unmarked
you're-
police
you know,
car,
exactly.
and I've pulled you over at the side of the road, okay, to investigate offence and check to make sure that you've
Investigating
got
offence.
a driving
What
licence.
have you
insurance,
tailgating me?
and that vehicle is safe to be on the side of the road.
You tailgate, is that an effect? How about,
You dabbing your brakes here, sir.
no it isn't. I didn't
Oh,
dab
yes,
a brake.
it
All I
is.
did was I touched it. Just enough for the brake lights to come on. Didn't slam it. Didn't make, there's no adjustment to my speed
All you're
whatsoever.
doing is admitted to an offence.
Okay,
Keep
fine.
doing it.
Good luck. Okay, good. What about you tailgating me? You've admitted tailgating me as well. Is that an offence? Is that not an offence? Hey, you've gone silent now, haven't you?
I'm writing something
Good for the
down.
goose is good for the gander. It's okay.
Sir, what's your first name?
I'm not prepared to give you my name.
Sir, you are driving a vehicle on the roads in this country.
Mm-hmm.
I have stopped you as a police driver, and I have told you as a police officer, and under section 163 of the Road Traffic Act, I have the power to request from you your name,
Mm-hmm.
because I need to check that you have a driving licence. I need to check that you've got insurance, and for those reasons, I need
So how are you
your
going to check
details.
I've got a driving licence?
What do you mean?
How are you going to check if I've got a driving licence
I'm going to
insurance?
jump on my phone, I'm going to call the lads at the base, they're going to jump onto the PNC, and they're going to tell me on the computer whether you've got a driving
do a
licence,
do a vehicle check then.
insurance. I will do.
Go on then. I'm not prepared to give my name. You're not an officer in
You
uniform.
have to.
No, I don't.
You
You're not in
have to.
uniform. I don't have to. What are you going to do about it?
I'm in uniform, sir. What more uniform do you want than what I'm wearing?
Where's your shoulder number?
That's my warrant card.
Where's your shoulder number?
That's my shoulder number.
Lovely.
Is there anything else I can give you, sir, that will prove to you that I'm a police officer? Would you like to see my warrant card to make sure
Go
it's
on then.
real?
Get it out. Yes, let's do it properly.
There's the front. There's the back.
Lovely.
Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy.
Thank you very much. Sir, I require your name. Sir, can I take your date of birth?
No, you don't need it.
Sir?
Do a PNC check of the vehicle. You'll have
Sir,
my address.
I'm
That's
asking
sufficient
you,
for you. I'm not
listen,
prepared. Don't.
And I need to make sure that the driver's licence is in your name and has all your details on it. I get that by doing a name check and a VL check on yourself to make sure that you have a driving licence and it is up to date, valid and perfect. If you've got it on you, that's even better.
Exactly. Does your vehicle have a working camera on board?
Big one?
Does your vehicle have a working camera on board?
It doesn't, but I wasn't behind you, sir.
You say it does or it doesn't?
It doesn't, but I wasn't behind you.
I know, you initially were behind me and then you overtook me.
Yeah, but not at the point when this officer...
Did you see the incident?
I was beyond you by then.
Yeah. So did you see the level of traffic behind?
I was beyond you by then, sir.
Okay. Did you see any of it?
I didn't see any of what has been alleged to have taken place.
Okay. Which one?
Well, there was nothing in lane 1 or lane 2 at that point.
Okay. But how do you know that?
Because I drove that road and I saw it. Lane
Okay.
1 and lane 2 were completely clear.
That's not what you said to me a few minutes ago.
All three
You said that. You
all
said
three
at the.
lanes- all 3 lanes are completely solid here. When we joined, there was a heavy in lane 1. You went into lane 2. I went into lane 3. I overtook you. You overtook the heavy, and then you came in behind me. Once we got past the heavy, there was nothing in lanes 1 or lane 2. I stayed in lane 3, and I kept going, and there was absolutely nothing in lanes 1 or 2.
There was another vehicle in front of me, in between me and you.
Okay, no, there wasn't.
Well, there was.
Okay.
Okay, sir, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
I can confirm that I've done a driving licence check, a insurance check and an MOT check on the vehicle, and they all come back absolutely fine, so thank you very much for
Welcome.
that. Sir, it is now 11:25. I have to tell you that I am going to report you for the offence of driving without due care. Okay, and they are for the 2 following reasons. Number 1, for sitting in lane 3 for absolutely no reason, holding other old road users up when quite clear the outside lane is for overtaking only, and you had no reason for being there. Secondly, for once I was behind you, for brake checking me, okay, because that is also dangerous, okay? And they are the 2 reasons that you are being reported for the offence of driving without due care. So, it is 11:25. I have reported you for that offence. I've already cautioned you. Is there anything you wish to say in reply to me processing you for that offence?
I was overtaking vehicles at the time.
Hold on 2 seconds, I'll write this down. Yep.
I'm perfectly within my rights to have been in lane 3 at the time, as I was performing an overtake.
Okay, sir, so at 11:25, obviously reported you for that offence. Your reply to me reporting you for that offence is, I was overtaking vehicles at the time and perfectly within my rights as I was performing an overtake.
Yes.
Would you like to sign that to say that that is exactly what you said?
No.
No, it's
No,
absolutely
I'm
fine.
not-
I have
no,
to
no.
offer you the chance to do so.
I understand that.
What happens now, sir, is I'm going to go back to the station. I will write up my notes. I will also submit this to the the roads traffic unit, so they will make a decision as to whether to take you to court for the offence. Okay, that will happen over the next few weeks. So you will normally hear something through the post as to tell you what
Should
the
we
next
think
steps.
within 14 days?
I think that's just for offences
NIP.
when you're caught on an NIP.
Okay, fair enough.
But as I said, I think we have 6 months. I think it's a
Fair
summary
enough.
of offence.
I'm
so
going to ask you a
6 months.
question I asked you
You can.
before. Did you have to take any evasive action as a result of my actions?
I don't think that matters at the moment, sir.
What do it matter? I'm asking you a question. Give me a yes or a no.
I don't think that matters at the moment, sir. And let me tell you why.
Go on then.
You're under caution at the moment.
So
As a
what?
police officer, what we're going to happen now is you'll be summoned to court, and then it will be your chance to give your side. We will outlie our evidence, and you will outlie yours, and then we will go from there.
And then outlie his arse off about what he saw, all in the hope of securing a conviction for a petty offence that wouldn't have occurred if the officer had abided by the same traffic laws they mercilessly enforce upon the rest of us. This channel relies upon your generosity to keep going. YouTube demonetizes every other video I upload, so any donation you could make would be gratefully received. And I want to give a massive thank you to everyone who's already donated, made purchases from our website, or supplied videos to this channel.